I'd like to welcome to Headkick Audio. I got the hammer here. I got Patrick Baughman. He's fighting at a Furious Endorphin Factory. If I can fucking get that out,
It sounds
Jesus.
you got it.
All right, my man. Now look, you are competing at RUF 46, which takes place this Saturday over at the Celebrity Theater. And I actually have to fucking correct myself here because I have been lying to everybody. I thought GA was like 40 or 45 bucks. It's $35 to get in the door. So
Oh,
anybody that's watching this, you have zero excuses
oh
to
yeah.
get the ticket and
Especially,
get in there.
I've been telling people 55, man. So that's news to me too. That's good.
You know what? They'll appreciate it when they go to support you and they're like, "Oh shit, here's an extra 20 bucks. Now I can afford a beer."
Yeah, and I get a shirt. I
Go.
like it.
All right, my man. So 1-1. This will be your third amateur fight with the big boys. You got one knockout, but what I want to emphasize or talk about, just because every fighter is different when it comes to this, but you're coming off of basically, at least according to my research, is a 2-year layoff. So talk to me about that.
Well, the way that went down was after my last fight, which happened to be a loss back in January of 2020. I went right away and signed up for the next one. I started training again, and it was going to be April 18th, I believe, of 2020. Got all the way up to, I want to say, beginning of April, and they canceled it because of COVID. So, I mean, I was smoked from that. Like, I was crushed because a lot of training, obviously, most fighters know all the training that goes into it. So I was looking for the next fight, and instead of just canceling it and kind of moving the date, they just kept sliding it back, and it just kept getting canceled and canceled. So sure enough, then venues started straight up canceling fights all around, not just here in Arizona, but Nevada and everywhere else we were fighting. And then yeah, it was history wrote. They basically started mandating masks and other things that we weren't participating in, so it kind of took off from there.
All right. So, I mean, we've been back in action since a little bit. Last year. We got back to it. And we were the first organization. RUF. I'm speaking about. We were the first organization back in the state. Albeit without an audience, right? And then we were the first with an audience and all that good stuff. So was it just kind of like taking your time getting back into fighting shape? Because I understand that gyms were shutting down and, businesses were shutting down. So it wasn't an easy situation, especially for fighters who generally make their income through their gym or their small business, which COVID kind of fucking, try to take out. But like, just why did it take so long to get back, or were we just honing our skills?
It's actually a lot simpler than all of that. It has to do with honing the skills. It does have to do with being affected by the shutdown as far as the gyms for a little bit they were here. But literally, man, I'm not going to go fight for any promoter or venue that's going to require me to mask up at any point in time. That is a personal thing that I have an issue with. So even for one split second to walk in the door and get weighed in is silly as shit to me. And I cannot participate in something that fucking lunatic. You know what I mean? I can't do that. So that's what took time. And then when I saw that RUF was, or actually my manager, Josh, man, he got the fight for me. And I was kind of hesitant to even take it. And I did a lot of searching on the websites and old fights, and sure enough, it was saying no mask required, no vaccination, and I'm down, boy, I'm down. So yeah, it was a done deal at that. Give me that contract.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm not a proactive follower of the mask mandates. I've literally walked out of restaurants because they say, well, if you don't have no mask, you can't eat here. Don't know what the accent is from, but it's been mainly Chinese restaurants, I guess.
Gotcha.
We eat a lot of Chinese, so they're always telling me to get the hell out of there if I don't have my mask. So, I mean, fine, I'm just not going to eat there. You know what I mean? It's I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to put on my mask to walk into your door to sit down with my food and then take it off. It's silly.
Yeah, I have an issue. It's hard for me to eat food that was prepared by sheep. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't necessarily want to eat that food, so I'm good with something else.
Again, I completely understand, and I'm right there with you. I'm not going to do it, and it's a personal choice. If you want to mask up, hey, that's that. I mean, it's your face. You go ahead and mess it up. But for me, I'm not going to do it. So
Righteous.
that's dope because RUF doesn't require any of that, right? So that means we can get more fighters, quicker and more often, and have cards and stuff faster than some of these other organizations. Now, I want to talk about your business, Against All Enemies. Fill me in, brother.
Well, Against All Enemies, we do quite a bit for what we are. We are a Type 7 manufacturer, FFL, so we're federally firearms licensed dealer. And we also an SOT, it's a class 2 SOT, so we have a special occupational tax stamp, it's called, and we can make certain class of firearms and manufacture them, not necessarily sell them into commercial sales, but we can at least manufacture them. We do a lot of retail sales. We do trade shows most every weekend right now. We do a lot of online sales, and we have a retail storefront here in Lake Havasu City, and we've been running since about 2015, early 2015. So part of that is also U.S. Arms. Right here, the shirt I'm wearing, it's our rifle manufacturing company we own. And we do a lot of different stuff, different custom guns, mostly the AR platform for now. And just kind of make it work, man. Our number one goal is getting Americans armed and getting them woke up, man, of what's going on and making sure that everybody at least has some sort of means of self-defense and they can do that against all enemies.
I like it. I like it.
Yes,
what got you into this business?
Well, to be honest, a lot of influence from some peers. I was in the Marine Corps for about 9 years, got out in 2014. So, you'd think that had a lot to do with it, but I was no gun enthusiast, no weapons expert. I wasn't an armorer. People ask me that a lot. Were you an armorer? No. Wasn't a sniper. Didn't know any more about guns than most Marines. In fact, most Marines knew more than me, to be honest, as far as I felt. Pretty good at shooting them, that type of thing. But I think it was moving to Arizona, man. Lake Havasu City is a very, very patriotic town. I mean, they've literally won awards back to back for that sort of thing here in Lake Havasu. And I mean, I grabbed onto it right away. Yeah, right away. I just kind of felt like a place here in Lake Havasu. And on top of that, the whole business thing is like this town is very, very driven by entrepreneurship. And it's exciting to watch and it's exciting to be a part of. And I'm really glad that this is the town that I started that journey in, man. Really am.
All right. Well, thank you for your service, sir. Thank you.
I appreciate that, brother. You're very welcome.
Now talk to me about this MMA thing, right? I mean, it's not a far leap from, military to MMA, but what's the story?
Man, it's a personal thing, I think the gist is I was a martial arts instructor for the Marine Corps in their MCMAP program. It's a Marine Corps martial arts program. And that's absolutely where I got kind of the passion behind it, working with different Marines that are different belt levels. Some are called instructors and some are instructor trainers, and they can make instructors. And my instructor trainer that I had was really into jiu-jitsu. That's where I learned, or the start of my jiu-jitsu teachings. So I kind of, once I got out, man, I did take a break. I took about 4 or 5 years before I even actually trained. And I didn't train for MMA until I met Christian Byers, who's actually an MMA coach. He was my MMA coach and kind of still is coaching me MMA. And he is one of the owners at Bridge City Combat. Him and I used to be owners. I'm no longer an owner over there, but he is still an owner over there. And he was the first guy that I met that I was like, shit, man, if he's willing to train me, why not? Why not go see what I got, So that's where it started, man. I watched my buddy named Tim Livingston. He's also a co-owner of Bridge City Combat. We three started it, and I watched him fight Brooks Callahan, who's fighting on this card down in Parker, and I was like, fuck, I got to do this. Like, I have to get in there. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this in the streets or at a bar and risking, you know, law enforcement action or getting stabbed in the neck with a fucking bottleneck? Instead, I could be getting paid to do this in front of cheering fans, you know, friends and family. Like, it makes so much more sense. And straight up, the last time before I actually said, all right, fuck it, I'm going to go train, I got in a fight right outside the shop, man, right outside the gun shop on a curb one random morning with some random dude. That shit went down at 8 a.m. So I just remember watching my fist go so slowly towards his face, and I said, I got to change my ways. Started training again. Yeah.
All right. So you've been in there a couple times. Talk to me about what it's like through your experience when you finish somebody.
Shit. Well, I've only had 2 fights, and I think it's only like a minute and 2 minutes and 10 seconds I've been in the cage. You know, they both were very quick. The first fight was in Laughlin, Nevada, here against a local Bobby Millard. And that, I don't even, it's hard to even fucking remember. Like, I have to watch the video to be like, oh yeah, okay. And of course I watched it a million times, but that was a rush, man. I don't fucking remember that fight. I just remember that's a big ass dude. He's a fucking monster. He had, like, I think at weigh-ins I was 209, he was 265. And he came down. He came down weight. So I know he was 280 on fight day. He was a big tank, man, and I was a little bit like, "Oh shit, he's bigger today," you know. But it went quick. It went real quick. I don't know. I can't say what it's like because I just did an instinctual thing. I don't think I applied any technique. I'm looking. I'm like, okay, well, I kind of did subliminally, but I don't remember doing it, you know, as a function of my brain. It just all kind of happened. That was the first fight. The second fight didn't go my way. I took an L on that one. I got a rear naked choked by Chase Daniels, and he was only, I think, 217 pounds that fight. I was 209 again, and that one I fought dumb, man. I didn't fight. I didn't actually use any skill. I just thought I could go out there again and beat his fucking ass, and I got my ass handed to me. Never been picked up by a grown man. Never want to ever again. You know, like, fuck that. So that was a learning experience. I've watched that video 2 million fucking times. Every goddamn day of my life I watch that video. Like, still embarrassed to watch it, but it helps me learn. Definitely changed my focus on what I was doing. I used to be more into, you know, real powerful kicks and things like that, more like a kickboxer type. Or I love Muay Thai. I don't train it a lot, but I love this that art of Muay Thai. That's a big influence to me. But now, after, like, obviously, you know, it's MMA, so you got to kind of mix it up and do the wrestling and do the other things. But once you get tossed on your fucking head by another man, you're like, okay, now I really got to mix it up and I really got to learn these things because I don't want to do that again. That and cardio, a lot of focus on cardio, shadow boxing, like every fucking day, multiple times a day, and just trying to get in really good shape for this fight.
Okay, now you said something that left me curious. 209. Why not just fucking cut to 205?
Well, I get asked that so much it would blow your mind, dude. So my third fight that got canceled, I call it the lost fight. I was gonna fight at 205, and it never happened. I don't know. Why do I fight at heavyweight? It's definitely more of a challenge to me in a lot of ways. I mean, I have an advantage in some ways, but at the end of the day, I think when I see so many fighters stressing over fucking a 2 or 3 pound difference at weigh-ins, or their opponent weighed 9 more pounds than them, and that's why they won. It's like, well, my opponent weighed 60 more pounds, you know. That's why I lost, you know, whatever. I think it's just more of a challenge. So if I can get the job done with somebody of Bradley Burston's size and strength, that just it to me at the end of the day, man, it's just I'll just hold on to that a little bit more than somebody who's my size and I just kind of outskilled them, you know.
Okay. I mean, I can respect that. I mean, and it works both ways, especially with 205, right? Because really, those are good guys that are like heavyweights that know how to cut. Even some middleweights, you know what I mean? 185ers are just heavyweights that know how to cut weight. I forget who told me that. I think it was Jared Cannonier. In an interview I did like a couple years ago, he's like, "Man, middleweights ain't nothing but a bunch of heavyweights that can cut weight." I'm like, "Oh shit!" Right?
Makes
So
sense.
you know what I mean? It could go both ways. I mean, 205 is just as challenging as heavyweight, just without the weight difference. You know what I mean? You know, so I mean, do you think that you're gonna stick your career at heavyweight, or you think maybe 205 is in your future?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I definitely see 205 in the future. I think I could eat. I think my coaches want me to go to 205. Like pretty much everybody I know wants me to go to 205. Promoters are like, why aren't you fighting at 205? But I mean, I'll get there, man. It could be the next fight. It could be a couple fights down the road. But I like banging with the big dudes, man. Like everybody wants to see a knockout. Ain't nobody trying to go see jujitsu for fucking 3 rounds. And I hope that they get what they want. You know what I mean? That's my ultimate goal is at the end of the day, whether I win or lose, I mean, straight up, whether I win or lose, at least I was talked about and hopefully I was part of that conversation. You know what I mean? That'd be dope.
Yeah, 100%. I dig that shit a lot. Now, nobody comes on this show and doesn't get to answer this question. Okay, and heavyweights, since you are a heavyweight, they usually knock this one out of the park. So I would like to know how you plan on celebrating your W with your post-fight victory meal.
Well, shit, man. You gotta realize I'm 206 pounds right now, bro. Like I've been eating. I'm not excited. I'm not excited about eating right now. Like, what are you talking about? I'll probably go the fuck to sleep if anything. Like, I don't know about eating, but I'll definitely go out and drink because I don't drink a lot, and especially during camp. I mean, at all during camp. So I'll definitely go have some beer. I got a lot of friends and family come in, traveling from Cali or up north. I got even my cousins coming down from Reno, flying in. So spending time with them and celebrating with them and letting loose with them is something that I look forward to absolutely. And that's win or lose, bro. I won't hang my head. I hope that no matter who wins, Bradley and I are fucking throwing one back together. That's how I roll. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Well, absolutely. When I was fighting, I focused a lot on the outcome, which I really shouldn't have because I wasn't good. You know what I mean? I was not good. I should not have been worried about whether I won or lost. But it's something that going back, if I could do it all over again, of course I would. I would have done it more, but I also did a lot of dumb shit when I was younger, so it kind of prevented me from ever getting back. But I would not worry about the result. I would rather just go in there and have fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you spend so much time worrying about this fucking thing that you got to do, and then you do it and it's over. And
Yeah.
whether you win or lost, did you enjoy the process? Do you remember anything? Did you have fun? Like, I would have done things a lot differently for sure.
Yes, sir. I feel like I've learned that lesson after my first 2 fights. Like so I'm there. I'm like, okay, just
Dude, damn.
I do want to go in there and fight and just be different, not adrenaline dump and go in there and brawl and it's over. And oh man, like you said, you worry for how long and you get in there and it's over and then what?
Yeah, for sure. I just, like I said, I wish I could have done things a lot differently. But you know what? It kind of set things in motion. I mean, I probably wouldn't be doing this. I probably wouldn't be commentating. Who fucking knows? This is my story, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? I keep telling myself if I could be not so fat, because so 165 even for 5'6" is still fat as fuck. But you know what I mean? I keep telling myself that I got one more in me. It's just I want to fight at flyweight because that's my favorite division. and I'm short enough to make that weight, but I just don't have the discipline, man.
Yeah.
I just don't. Beer, food, cake, cookies, ice cream, forget about it.
You're just a lightweight trying to be a middleweight, man. That's all you're doing.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. See, if they had a 165-pound division,
yeah,
probably just do it, because I'd be like one of the few that would actually be in that division. So, excuse me. So I would actually probably do that. But then the weight cut would be nothing, because yesterday I woke up at 164. I mean, come on.
There you go. You're floating now.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, I wanted to compete at flyweight at least one time. But when I was competing, that division really didn't exist.
Right.
So, because I'm fucking old, it is what it is. But you know what, dude? This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to watching your fight, especially knowing that you aren't coming in as a traditional heavyweight. You know what I mean? I'm anxious to see how this whole fucking fight goes down. I'm very, very excited. So of course, you're gonna have a fighter code. What is your fighter code, so that people, when they buy their tickets or buy the pay-per-view, you get some of that thing?
All right, guys. My fighter promo code to give me the credit for your pay-per-views and your tickets is P Baughman. So it's my first initial, which is P of Patrick, and then my last name Baughman, Baughman.
Yep, and I had to do that phonetically
Yeah.
so that I wouldn't forget.
Hey, whatever it takes, man.
Like I said, I will have that at the bottom of the screen, and then like I said, that'll help you out with your pay-per-view sales and your ticket sales. So down for that. But of course, we got to get one thing out of the way, and that is, if you have anybody that you would like to thank, go ahead.
For sure. I do have a lot of people I'd like to thank. I'd definitely start with my family, man, always with the support and making sure that they put up with my let's just say my temperament when I'm in training modes and I'm constantly on the go, waking up early, going to sleep late, just always tired, always kind of frustrated, until that thing's over with. Putting up with that always. I really appreciate the love and support, family. And then, of course, the friends that I got around me on a daily basis who do whatever I need to or need for them to do to help me out. That's so many different things. I don't even know where to start with that. And definitely, I'd like to thank all the guys at RUF that I've just kind of met recently, this last couple months. Yeah, there you go. All the guys over at RUF for working with us and getting everything handled as far as all the documentation and getting the matchmaking going. RUF's doing a really, really excellent job, I think, with the promotion and all the media going behind all this stuff. And it's just, you see the effort and over time, man, it's just going to get better and more solid and more crisp. And I think they're killing it, man. RUF's doing a really good job with what they're doing down here in this area. So thank you guys for all the effort and looking out for these fighters. And the fans, man. Thanks for the fans. I appreciate all the support from everybody coming in, whether it's for me directly or just to be there, to support even Bradley or any of the other opponents or people fighting on the card that night. It just kind of all contributes to a badass atmosphere of just fucking chaos, man. And that's what it's all about. So I appreciate that. Would it be cool if I gave a shout out to, or not a shout out, but just a kind of tie into the website, the giveaway we're doing? Yeah, sweet. All right. So what we're doing for my fight is we're doing a giveaway, and what you're getting is you either can win a range ready rifle package, which is a 5.56 AR-15, right? It's a 16-inch barrel gun, has an optic, a sling. It comes with a hard case and a magazine. Yeah, yes. You can get that plus 1,000 rounds of ammunition, or if you don't want that because you can't own a gun or you already have a bunch of ARs or whatever reason you don't want the AR for, then you can substitute and redeem that for $1,000 cash. And the way you guys can sign up for that giveaway is you do have to buy either a fight ticket to the Celebrity Theater to watch RUF 46 in person, or you have to sign up for the pay-per-view, which is like $19.99 on the RUF Nation website. And you guys can, well, actually go to our website and you can buy a t-shirt and sign up for either one of those. So to get there, it is aaeamerica.com/MMA. And then from there, you can pick either the pay-per-view package or the celebrity theater package. So again, that's aaeamerica.com/MMA. And you guys can sign up to win a gun and 1,000 rounds or $1,000 cash. Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, not a problem. Not a problem. I actually saw you pushing that, and I was going to tell you about it. Let's get it on the air. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So I think it's a real cool thing. And, you know, if you don't like guns, chances are you like money. If you don't like money, chances are you like guns. So, hey, everybody wins, right?
Chances are good here.
Very, very good. So go ahead and support him with that fighter code, P. Baughman, or go to his website, which is AAEAmericas.com.
Yes, sir. And then you do /MMA. Yes, sir. And that will go to, eventually it'll be redirected to the RUF site for the pay-per-view buy or to the ETIC site for the celebrity theater buy.
Perfect. There you go. So check those out. And just do yourself a favor. Get a fucking ticket. Get in that fucking theater. Get yourself a drink and sit down and enjoy these fights, because I guarantee you it's going to be fucking awesome.
I'll take you on a little tour real quick. This just came in, man. I'm folding them right now. All the fights.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm folding them all up. We're going to ship them out tomorrow. See that shit?
Oh, that's dope.
Who the fuck doesn't want a shirt with my face on it, bro? Please.
I want one.
So that's it, man.
That's dope, man. That's really dope. Save me a medium.
Yes, sir. Will do.
All right, my man. Well, I appreciate you jumping on the show with me. I look forward to your fight again, March 26th, RUF 46, Celebrity Theater. Just go to the damn show. It's going to be dope.
Just show up. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Just show up. That's what I'm talking about. All right, my man. Well, the first fight is the scale, but it sounds like you're not going to have an issue with that at all. So we'll just go ahead and skip to we'll see you on Saturday.
All right, brother. We'll see you Saturday, man. Thanks for talking to you.
Hey, not a problem, man. Until next time.
All right. Have a good night, brother.